Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Noise and welcome back to Project Ozone. In the last episode, we were making Terrasteel, and I am just working on trying to get this farm thing set up kind of the way I want it to. Basically, I made these 7x7 farms, which required me to do some work with the platform that we have. We're gonna get a nice little farm set up. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should be like right here. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Do that and that. So 3 in every direction. Yep. And it's like here, 3, 3. Cool. So yeah, we are going to get some stuff set up. Actually gonna break that. We're gonna flip this one like so and put everything in there. Cool. So we made steel. It took me a little bit, but I finally finished it. I got some more of these guys. I actually set up the auto again. I put a stack of fortune upgrades and then put in a couple stacks of stone, and that seemed to work. Actually a little bit too well. I had a little bit too much limestone and oh, what's the other one? Marble. But I got it all fixed. It's okay. So we have, which I'll get to. I once again to open the loot bags. That seems to be a common theme, but I just wanted to get this done. We're gonna set up some farms today. To get different things. So the main thing we're going to want is Terrasteel. So let's throw that away. And I spent some time. It took me a little bit. We have 57 levels. I went mining a little bit. That didn't seem too good of a way to get levels, but I did finally get enough. That is weird. I have a feeling I might crack. Let's get a bucket and we'll put... Okay. No idea why that happened, but it did. Those both have water. Yep, alright. So, we have 4 Terrasteel. We're gonna use this along with the VCO. To make Terrasteel gets a little bit easier. So we'll take just a Millennium, and I believe we do this, and wrap it with Terrasteel. We get Terrasteel seeds. Awesome. So this is going to let us grow Terrasteel. Now, I could come over here and just set and do this, grab this watering can, and while this is incredibly fast, it's not that fast. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to make it a little bit cheaty, because this is Project Ozone and this mod pack is kind of cheaty. So the first thing I want to grab is an imaginary time block, and I want a farming station. Now we're also going to need a hoe of some sort, but we can't use the standard ones because they don't have any durability. What we could use, Examite. What's one that's gonna have a lot of durability? Sanguinite. Let's see if we can get 2 Sanguinite. Do I not have any Sanguinite? Nope. How do you get that, by the way? There is an ore in the nether. Otherwise, it is crushed netherrack. And it's fairly rare. We probably have a little bit of it, but yeah, we don't have enough. So you know what? Let's actually go to the nether. Man, we don't need to. Eventually I'll go get some sanguinite, but let's see, vulcanite is good. Tartarite, that looks fantastic. So we just need 2. It also looks really cool. We're also going to need an axe, so just get 3 more. We're going to need some sticks. And I think something we're going to potentially work on today, I want to do some more questing, but I think something we might work on today is getting, I said that weird, is getting some stuff set up to do more, I want to do a little bit more auto crafting with the applied energy system rather than this guy. So we're going to get some of the equivalent energistics set up. Maybe. We'll see if we get to that point. But what we want is a tesseract. We actually want 2 of these. And we're going to set one up. How many channels do we have? We have plenty of channels on here. So let's get an interface. And we're going to set up an interface. Where do I want to set? We put an interface there, and it should take the device is online. Yep. And then we can put this here, and we'll do how do we want to do this? Because I want to be connected to the power. The power back here, there is, but it's a little bit tricky to get to. So what we're going to do is we're going to do main base. We'll put it on channel 1. We'll add that frequency. And this guy in particular is going to be receiving, it's going to be sending energy and receiving items. That should be good enough. Let's get some resonant flux ducts. Leadstone resonant. Those are empty. That's right. I have to get them from here. Luckily, I have a few. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need, so let's just pop down here. And we only needed 2. So we'll get that like that. And we'll fill this back in. So that should be good. We have a channel that is sending power. And all of that. So what we need to do now is we put a torch here. I believe we can put the farming station like so. And farming station requires power. So we'll put that on top. We will do that. We will do sending items, receiving energy. So this has energy. We can put different things into it, and it will start collecting everything. It says it has no tools. I also want to grab an octactic capacitor because this is going to need a lot of speed, and that's what this will do. So it increases the speed and range. So we put this in there, we put that in there. That doesn't want to go in. Huh. Alright, so we'll have to get a different... we can learn that. That's fine. We'll have to get something different. The Tartarite seems to work, but... let's see. Axe. Manasteel. Let's do a Manasteel hoe. That'll hopefully work. And we'll get... it's probably living wood sticks. I don't know though, so let's find out. Is there a Manasteel? I mean, we could always make a matic. That is something we can do, and it looks like we're gonna have to. That's fine. Let's use that tartarite, but we'll use it for making the shovel, and we'll need to get the hatchet cast. So we're gonna need some aluminum brass, and we'll get the hatchet cast out and all that fun stuff. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we'll put that there. We need the axe head, make it out of stone. So this is going to take a second to cast and all that fun stuff, but once we do, it'll be great. So let's get some shears as well. I don't think it needs the shears. I think that's only if you want to get like leaves or something. I wish I could read what this says, but shears, axe. We can put bone meal and it will go better. But basically, once we get this stuff set up, we're gonna have a lot of Terrasteel, and that's kind of the point. So molten aluminum brass, and then tartarite. We'll get the axe head, and then we'll get the shovel head. We'll make a matic, and that should work. I can't see why it wouldn't. So let's put that back in there. We need, I think it's just a stick of some sort. Yeah. So we get a tool rod of magical wood. Why not? We could always make it unbreaking, which would be kind of cool. Mining speed, it's gonna have decent durability. Let's see if we can't get a better durability though. Draconium, I believe you need to use draconic cores for that kind of stuff. What's something that would be good for tool rod that's also easy? We could do mana steel. That should be pretty good. Let's get a piece of mana steel, and we'll see if this works. Yeah, it should work just fine. And this will give us what? A little bit more. A little bit more of the durability, but ultimately it just looks cool. We'll make another mana steel rod. Why not? I can't really use the chunk for anything else, so boop. Alright, so I want to make sure this works. It says no seeds. That's just because it doesn't have any excess seeds. But let's sit here and do this for a second, and it should harvest this. It did, and it's storing that. We're going to tell it to push those up. And I don't know where planted that. No. Let's take this out and see where it plants it now. Alright, that's a little bit better. But what we can do is we can put this imaginary time block right here, and everything's going to go really fast. So I will go ahead and put that there. It says it has no seeds. I don't know that it needs that. Let's get a different capacitor. Let's get one of the basic ones. And this might help make it go a little bit faster, but also not really kill the range. I can't put a basic capacitor in there. No, but I think I can put a double layer. I should be able to. So let's see, double. Yes. But I don't really need to, I don't think. Is it not going to plant over here? Yeah, so it should send these out. And then what I can do is if I put a redstone signal on that, then I can just come over here, grab a lever. And if we put a lever on here, we can turn it off. And it will stop working in a little bit. So I don't know. Okay, it seems to be working just fine. Let's turn it back on for a little bit. We're going to put that away. And let's see how much Terrasteel we have. So, oh my god, we have a lot. We have enough. Cool, I can turn that off. We have plenty of Terrasteel now. And here's the thing. This setup, how long it took me to set that up, it's super easy. The only thing, these don't actually use any durability, do they? Huh. The only thing is this is just kind of annoying. Just to get all of the stuff. It'll send the excess seeds. I'm going to lock those. It's only going to do Terrasteel for right now. But that is yet another Botania quest, which will unlock some other stuff. Specifically, right here. Now we can do all of these different seeds. And we'll do those kind of as we go. I'm not going to do those today. There's a few more seeds that we're going to want to get a lot of stuff of. But Terrasteel is one of those that definitely useful. So let's see, Terra. Let's get the rest of this. We have 37 Terrasteel. So I'm going to put that in the Botania. That goes right here. There's not really any good places for this stuff, so let's just put it there. We can make blocks of this. And let's go ahead and do that just for the fun of it. And let's get a block of this as well. Again, just for the fun of it. And same with the diamonds. I don't know that we can do it with the mana pearls, but we can see. I started to say check, but we can see. So there's a block. There's a block. Did these become a block of anything? No. But I believe these will become a block, and it's really pretty. And we can go ahead and learn this. So learn, and we can't do anything with the other one. So back over here, put that in there. Mana diamond, mana steel, Terrasteel. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and put the one to the forest away. We don't need that anymore. We're going to put this in here. And let us start looking at some more quests. So, actually, before we do that, I want a bucket for one. Let's take a look at setting up one more thing. And actually, I think I want to dismantle this because I don't really want to use this anymore. So we're going to take this off. Take all of this stuff. But we're still going to use this guy. As you can see, it's full of blaze rods. We're going to change that to something else. Let's do dark matter. So I'm going to throw all that stuff in there. I can't scrap that or this. I can do that and that. So we'll just put this stuff in here. And what we can do is we can tell the matter condenser to make dark matter instead of blaze rods. And it'll take it a while, but it will make some dark matter. And I'm just going to put that in there. What we're going to want to do eventually is upgrade these energy collectors and matter relays. And we're going to want to get something that's fairly high tier in order to get some really cool stuff with the EMC Condenser. So this is a thing that we'll need to hook up down here. This has plenty of channels still. So, kind of running out of room. But we do an EMC condenser. What has to happen is we have to feed it items. So if we get like a, just a hopper, and let's see, we also need to get some Emc glass cable. And let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, something like that will work. We get a hopper. This will eventually be a different thing. Then if we get the condenser, what is the other thing? So if we search at equivalent energistics, we need the Emc Assembler and the alchemical tome. So alchemical tome and Emc Assembler. So pretty much what we can do is if we set this to our owner, so it's just right clicking, it is now connected to us. This tome knows everything we know, and if we or the tome learn anything else, it's given to both of us. So if we put this in here, we can put the alchemical tome in there, and then if we come up here, we should be able to see, if we switch, yeah, we should be able to see everything we can craft, and it's all auto-crafted. So what I can do is, so stored items and then craftable. So every single recipe that we ever learned is in here. Now, I didn't mean to do that, but I keep going too far. I just want to look at the sword for right now. So here's the thing. We don't have any EMC in the system. So let's get something that has a decent amount of EMC. So let's get a piece of dark matter. That's pretty expensive. Also, we might be completing a quest. There's a dark matter. Oh, that's making all the dark matter stuff. Never mind. We'll do that later. I'm not too worried about that right now. So I believe, if how I was reading this was right, if we put dark matter in there, it'll store a bunch of EMC. And we should be able to see that up here in the form of EMC crystals. Now, these aren't real things, or are they? Can I learn them? I can. Cool. So do they have any usages? Nope. Alright, so we have these things. They're not very useful, but we can take them out and get EMC and all that kind of stuff. But basically, what we'll want is some sort of system feeding this in order to get more EMC. What I'll probably do is I'll probably break through this wall and I'll put an item duct or something. Or we'll use a tesseract. That might be better. And we're going to use the energy condenser to get a bunch of items. We're going to use all of this stuff to get it. But now if I want to come in here and say, let's make, pretty much what I can do is, if I set up auto crafting with the blank patterns or whatnot, if I don't have the item, it's going to craft it. And it'll use the EMC to craft it if I don't have it in the system. And so that is going to be kind of the basis of like sticks, for example. If I taught this for some reason to make something that used sticks, say torches, it would auto craft it, and depending on how I want to do it, it just depends on how it does it. So if we look now at craftables, let's make something. Honestly, let's make the dark matter. If we tell it to make one, it tells us how many EMC crystals it will take, and it'll take it a second. But it should make the dark matter. Let's see, stored. And there it is. So there is one thing to be warned. I know that I've seen in the past that some people have had problems with the equivalent energistics causing frame rate issues. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it if it happens. I have a feeling it's because of adding the items in there, how it makes the crystals and all that kind of stuff. But we'll see. I don't know that we'll use that all that much, but we'll just play it by ear. So let us see. Britannia we're almost done with. We need to do the Elven Portal, get some Elementium, and then kill the Gaia Guardian. I don't really feel like doing that today, so let's look at some aspects, another aspect stuff. So we need to make a portal to the Deep Dark. The Deep Dark is scary. It's an interesting place. Basically, it's a mining world, but you can't. That is a lot of stuff. So we need 4 septuples and an octuple. That's a lot of EMC, but we have it, so who cares? And then we need some unstable ingots. So we should be able to make that in here. We have 2. Let's get division. Where is it? Okay, I know I have. It's the pseudo inversion sigil. That's right. All right. Anyways, let's get the diamonds. So 2 diamonds, 2 iron. Nothing too bad. And we'll divide those. We'll get those, and we should be able to make the portal to the Deep Dark pretty easily. And that should be that quest. Cool. So let's take a reward bag. Interdiction torches keep enemies away. Don't really care about that. Let's see. Let's put this over here. These portals you just have to right click to go. Or this portal anyway, you just right click to go. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put it in the ground. And let's go to the Deep Dark just to kind of see what all this place has to offer. It'll take it a second to load, but we'll get there. The Deep Dark, I've heard it has more in terms of ores, but I don't know that that's true. Now, one thing you do have to be warned of is if you're in the darkness, you will get attacked by the shadows. But we're not. I don't know why. Anyways, I don't have my dev null on me, so let's shift Q. And we should be close to... There we go. We can break through here. And as you can see, it is a very dark place. I'm going to light this up just a little bit so I can see, but you get the idea. It is a very dark place. Mobs will spawn down here. And there's a bunch of different like little mini biome things. You get some weird patterns too. Oh, I guess that was like gravel or something. I don't even know. But yeah, there's a lot of ores here. Not really something I care too much about. You have all these stalactites. And yeah, it looks cool. But again, not really something I care all that much about. But yeah, as you see, bunch of ores. That's pretty much all this place is for. Bring a quarry here, and it's cool. I think I was getting hit by the shadows finally. But whatever. Let us get out of here and just right click the portal again. And yeah, so the next thing it wants us to do is make the last Millennium portal. This one's a little bit more interesting. We might use it at some point, but we'll see. So last Millennium, we need, ooh, this is more expensive. Quadruple carved eminence stones and an imaginary time block. Alright, I think we can handle this, but imaginary time block, we can learn that. We can learn that. That's really cool. Throw those in there as well. So we need to grab quadruple, and then we need carved eminence stones. So I don't think I've made those. They're actually not too bad to make. It's just ender pearl, purple dye, and some stone. So ender pearl, it's purple and magenta. So purple, magenta, and stone. Oh, I need to fix that. Stupid NEI key bindings. Nope, wrong one. It's inventory. Yeah. Now I should be able to type T. So it was stone. I don't know why that's changed recently, but let's make the carved eminence stone. We will learn that. And by the way, just to show off, if we look up carved eminence stone, it's here, even though we just learned it. That is because the alchemical tome is linked to us. So it's like this, and then the imaginary time block. There's the portal to the last Millennium. So this one's a little bit more interesting. We can go ahead and claim all that. And we'll go ahead and put it right next. This one you have to stand on. It'll take it a second, and we'll get teleported. I think? No, you right click it. Never mind. But this one, you do want to light the place up. Mobs can spawn in this world. So let's do that. Just put a torch there. So this is a void world with the last villager. He doesn't have any trades, but this is a reference in case you don't know. The light pole in the middle of nowhere in the last Millennium. It's a reference to Chrono Trigger. So yeah, that's all this is. It's a great place if you want to build in a void world. It's usually a lot cheaper to get to. Usually it's just carved eminence stone, burnt quartz, and a clock, which is by far much cheaper. But in this one, it's a little bit more expensive. That's fine though. So let's clean out our inventory. And let's look at the quest book. So we could do RF tools, making all the dimension stuff. I don't want to get into Galactic Craft today. So let's, what to do? I don't really want to do like, we could do the combustion, or we could do the flux and the fluxed infused jet plate. Let's go ahead and do that because we're close enough to it. It does take a lot of stuff though. We need to make this resonant flux pack. So let's see what all we need. We're gonna need a bunch of this flux armor plating, which is electrum nuggets, flux electrum, and basically a lot of redstone, diamonds, and electrum. So let's get a couple blocks, diamond. We're gonna need a few of these. Do we need? Yeah, we're gonna need like a bunch of those, and electrum. So I believe it's 2 per. Let's just do like 4, and we'll do it as we need it. So we are going to need what? a lot of this stuff. All right. To put half a stack. We need to grind up the electrum, don't we? How do we get the flux electrum? Yes, we need the blend. Because otherwise, I mean, we could do it like so in the alloy furnace, but let's go ahead and do half a stack of the diamonds. We'll do 16. If I need to empty it out, that's fine. We need to grind up a bunch of electrum. That's wrong thing. And yeah, so let's focus on these flexed armor platings. The nuggets we can get from that. We're also gonna need some what's it called? Pyrotheum dust. So we'll get a stack of that. Anything extra we can always recycle, deal with. So there's that. And honestly, let's stop with that for a second. We need a little bit more though. So flux electrum blend into here with blazing pyrotheum will give us the ingots. And let's see, 2 more blocks for now will be good enough. And get more of that. So we have the resin jetpack. All right, so we need just 2 more dust. And we'll get half a stack of the flux electrum. Hopefully this will be enough for now. We'll see though. So to make the jet plating, the flux armor plating, we need nuggets. So let's use like that, and we need 10 of these. So we'll do something like that, and none of this has any value of EMC value, so that's kind of butts, but we'll deal. So resonant jetpack in the middle with that there, these 2 here. Now we need 2 flux thrusters, which is 2 more jet plates, which I believe we have exactly enough nuggets for. And what else do we need for the thrusters? We need the resonant thrusters, which is the resonant flux ducts, destabilized redstone buckets. Let's get 2 buckets. Actually, we can only need 1 really. So we're gonna need 2 blocks plus a little bit, I do believe. Let's see, what else was it? The resonant flux ducts. I believe we need 4 of these. And fluxed infused jet plate. So yeah, we need 2 of these, which means we need 2 of these. Enderium, redstone reception coil, and innervation dynamo. So Enderium, reception coils, and then we need the innervation dynamo, which is a bunch of electrum. Gears, transmission coil. So let's get the electrum gears. And we should be able to make most of this now. So let's go ahead and make the dynamos. Something like this. There's the dynamos. We have that. What else do we need for the resonant thrusters? These, and then the enderium. Then we just need the redstone buckets. So was that 800? That's what I thought. It is 100 each redstone. Doesn't matter if it's in block form or not. Cool. So there is all of this. There's the 2 resonant thrusters. Then we take the thrusters and we'll upgrade them with, we need these glowstone elevation units. We're going to need lumium, illuminator frame, and more flux electrum. So do we have lumium? We do. Do we have illuminator frames? Let's look up frame. No. So we need to make that. I believe the same thing is here. No, that is completely different. Where was it? The thrusters. So the illuminator frame is 2 hardened glass, quartz, and signalum. So quartz, hardened glass, and signalum. So we'll make that. We will take the illuminator frames, we'll learn them. I don't know that we'll need any more, but it's these with 2 of those, 2 of these. Yes. So glowstone elevation units. We're going to need some glowstone now. That should not be too much of an issue. I think it's just 2 that we need. Right, or do we need more? Actually, we're going to need more of these, and it's 400 millibuckets, so each piece is that, so we're going to need 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Let's just get a bunch. But I don't want to make all of it right now, so we need 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we're going to need some more flux electrum. Let's do 16. We could do this in the alloy furnace, but oh well. So 16 times 2 is 32. Let's see, we need half a stack of redstone. So we'll take that out. We're going to need 2 more illuminator frames. Illuminator, and yeah, then we should be pretty close on the thrusters. So there's that. Let's do half a stack. We'll grab that. Alright, so how much more do we need for the glowstone elevation? We need 4. We have that. Let's go ahead and make this. So there's 4. Having extra of this stuff, by the way, is not a bad thing. And it's like that. Alright, so 2 glowstone, 2 thrusters. What else do we need? 2 more plates, and then 2 more flux infused electrum. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get the rest of this and see where we're at from there. So 2 and 2. These, okay, they do stack. So all we have to do is wait on this. So while we're doing that, let's see what this resonant flux pack is. We need to go all the way down the base. So let's do an energy cell. We need the energy frame, some copper, and a coil. So let's, I don't know which coils we need. Let's grab them all. We need probably a frame of each. Not a stack, just a single. Alright, and we'll get the rest of the stuff here in a second. So this is almost done. Cool. So there's the glowstone, which means there is both thrusters, which we can go ahead and put here. So we need the flux pack now. We are going to need, let's just do that. So the leadstone flux packs, we're going to need another leather strap. Those should be leather strap. We're going to need copper, I do believe. What else? Lead. Alright, so this, let's just go ahead and make it like so. That, and lead. And then the next one, we're gonna need some Invar. 4 Invar. And then probably Electrum. No. How do we get the next tier? Electrum, lead, and we do need that frame, so let's get the redstone frame. What else was it? 2 lead and the conductance coil, which I have on me, so that's not too bad. A lot of crafting in today's episode. I do apologize, but we did set up some other things, so I don't feel too bad. Electrum, conductance. So there's that one, and then this one wrapped with Enderium, right? And we have that. And then in order to make we need the armored, don't we? I guarantee we need the armored. Where's the jet plate? Right here. Yep, we need the armored, which is Invar plating, bronze, iron, and tin. So we need iron, tin, and Invar. So iron, tin, Invar, and bronze. Alright, so we'll make the plating, I believe it's tin in the corners, iron elsewhere, and then over here, this and some bronze, and then that and some Invar. And now we should have the armored flux pack. There we go. So there's that, and the only thing left is the cryothium coolant. So we are going to need a lot of jelly cryothium. See, 4 is a bucket. We're going to need 8, so we need half a stack of that. Tin and hardened glass. And we have the cryothium. We don't. So we need to get cryothium. That is not too bad. We're just going to need to get the blizz powder. So blizz powder, there's 2 ways to get it. We can get a snowball. We need 2 snowballs. Do we have any? I think Niter doesn't have. Yeah, Niter doesn't have an EMC value, which is fine. But we put the snowball in here. We fill this with some redstone. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, it's not that much. We can get the blizz powder. Otherwise, we'd have to go find a blizz. And then I believe we can just do it right here. Blizz powder, redstone, snowball, and niter gives you cryothium dust. And now we have cryothium. so we can get half a stack of that. Come over here, make 2 of these, and I have exactly enough. And now all we have to do is burn all that, collect it, and we should be good. So let's go ahead and empty out our inventory of things we don't need. I made 8 too many of those crystals, but that's fine. I'll put those away, and we should have the jet plate here in a moment. Luckily this goes really fast because of these machines, and unfortunately I think we're gonna have to call the episode after that. We'll open up the reward bags, and that will be it. So there is the flux infused jet plate. That is a pain to make, but we made it. So I'm gonna put that away. It's really nice, but I have infinite, no powered flight, so I think mine's a little bit better. Alright, let's throw the chance cube in there, throw that in there, and we have reward. So we have 1 legendary, 3 epic, 3 greater, and 4 good. No basic, so yuck, yuck, more of that, and a titanium sword. Also kind of yuck, but most of this stuff is EMCable, so who cares. The walrus isn't, but oh well. We have 3 graders, so we have crap, arrows, and a maximum speed bow, which is from Erebus, and some glasses. Alright, that stuff actually kind of sucks, because the only thing with EMC is the arrows. So let's just shift Q that, and we have 3 epics. So what do we have? Ore nodes, oxygen tanks, and ooh, enticing crystal, and a nether star. A nether star is some free EMC. The enticing crystal is the villager soul. That would have been nice to have when we were making those machines, but we had to find and cure a villager. So legendary reward bag. Wow. Cool. This thing is incredibly expensive to make. It takes a lot of awakened draconium, and yeah, a lot of nether stars, and just a lot of nastiness. I don't have to make it now, so that's really cool. It's also kind of important if we want to kill a Chaos Guardian, which we probably will at some point. We'll probably have to at some point. So that was a really good reward. So anyways, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the episode here. I'm going to take a look between episodes, just kind of looking at all this stuff, what we have, and all that kind of stuff, because some of the stuff we already have. But I'm going to go through and I'm going to make sure that we have everything we need for all these quests in here, and we're going to do a speed crafting of all those next time. And then I don't know, we'll do something else. We will probably look at finishing some of these beginning quests, and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I know we did a lot of crafting there at the end, but we did set up this farm and get all that Terrasteel, so that was also good. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!